Good morning, SBC. It is Tuesday morning. It is a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday, and I hope that you are up and you're ready to engage what God has for you this wonderful day. I am here to share with you this morning some wonderful words of thanks, but also some encouragement. I've already had some text early this morning saying, so when will the demolition begin? Because here at Second Baptist, we are engaging in changing our campus. A lot of things are going to be shifting. A lot of things are going to be changing. And the demolition will begin today. At least that's what I have been told. Now, I had a pastor friend who wrote to me the other day and mentioned to me that he was praying for our church because he said he knew this would be both a beautiful and difficult time for our congregation because we've got attachment to some of those buildings over there. And I appreciated that. But I also know that our church has made a decision to invest. We talk about making an investment on the west side, making an investment in Hopkinsville, making an investment in Christian County. We're trying to make an investment in the people who live here. We want to be a beacon of light to those who have need. And I know that it's difficult sometimes to have to go through the process of tearing some stuff up. But if you're going to make an investment, if you're going to sow seed and hope to grow anything by the harvest, you have to break up the ground. Breaking up ground is never a joyful process. It's not nearly as enjoyable or pleasurable as seeing the harvest come in or watching the young shoots come up from the ground. Breaking up the ground, tilling the soil, is just hard work. It's knocking down that which has been crusted over. It's loosening up that which has basically capped over where the seed needs to be planted. And so in this process, it does take tearing some things down in order to build some things up. But I want to encourage you today, if you're there and you're feeling a little blue over the loss, or perhaps a little grief over the loss of one of those buildings that's over there. Perhaps even more so with Thanksgiving coming, you have the loss of a loved one or the loss of a job. You're hurting over the loss of some particular relationship or friendship. If you're hurting over some of those losses, understand that in these losses, God is breaking our ground. He is tilling our soil. It is hard on us, but God never does so without a purpose to grow something from within our life. God always has a plan to bring forth from what is torn up or torn down. He has a goal of bringing out something from that which has been, broken apart within our lives. God works best in broken hearts. And so, if you're having a whole hard time today, if you're struggling a little bit today, I just want to encourage you and remind you that God always does his best work with broken soil and broken souls. It is okay to have a time of brokenness because from that comes a time of growth. Now, I think of a guy named Jeremiah. He was a prophet in the Old Testament. And he has one book that's basically his authorship, and then he has an autobiography. The autobiography is Jeremiah. Okay, we know that book. It's a fairly large book. But he has one book that he penned of his own musings and thoughts as he was going through the process of living out the life that's in the autobiography. And it's called the Book of Lamentations. It's a hard book to read in many regards, and yet it's a beautiful book in that he uses it as a time of talking about his brokenness and God's hopefulness within his soul. So I want to read to you very quickly from this wonderful book called Lamentations. There in Lamentations in chapter 3, we read these words, "Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion. Therefore, I will wait for him. I'm telling you that today, even while we see some things be torn down, God is preparing for that which is going to be built up. Even as we begin to see some brick and mortar fall, God is preparing new souls to grow, new lives to be changed. And we at Second Baptist, having prayerfully and carefully making the decision to invest in this place, invest in this city, invest in this county, and to share the beacon of light that is our Savior with those who are our neighbors and our friends, both here within the city and here within our county. We know that that investment will one day bring the harvest home. So, be of good cheer, and I pray that you have a beautiful day. If you do come by and want to see the buildings as they're slowly being taken apart, come by and check it out, but realize that what is coming down is making room for what God intends to bring up from that tilled soil. I hope you have a fantastic day. Oh, I see somebody's popping in here, and it is good to see you. Glad you are with us, Ms. Dunbar. Glad that you have come to join us. Now, I can't read what you've written, but I'll comment to you when I get off live. My phone is too far away and the screen is too small. So I will check in and give a comment to you in just a minute. So glad that you are joining us, and so glad that you are investing with us here at Second Baptist. Oh, and I should say before I leave, we've got so much coming up. I hope that you will stay informed, whether you're on our church email list or you are following us on Facebook or checking our webpage. Make sure that you're following and keeping up with what's coming, because there's a lot of investment that is coming forth. We have not only Thanksgiving celebrations that are going to be taking place, we have a Lottie Moon week of prayer that we're going to be engaging. We also have a Christmas schedule that is unbelievably exciting. Because we are in a different location, because so much has changed within our church, a lot of new things are going to be allowed to grow within the church. And so I'm very excited about it. And we'll be announcing that and talking about it as we go. So again, if you're not on our church email list, call our church office and say, hey, put me on the church-wide email list. Even if you're not a member of the church, but you want to keep up with what's happening, make sure that you call and get on that list so that you can keep up with all the updates. Also, again, follow us on Facebook here, or you can check us out on YouTube and our website. It's been a pleasure to be with you guys on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I hope that you get out and see some of this sunrise and some of this beautiful fall weather, because it is a grand day for us to engage with this wonderful Tuesday. I see David Wimpy checking on now. I can read that. And David, I'm excited. It's going to be a good day, and looking forward for what God is going to grow up from what we are taking down. God bless you guys. Have a great morning, and we'll see you real soon right here at the new and investing Second Baptist Church.